So, welcome back, and in this video I will show you why training is more important than diet. I used to think that perfect diet will grow my muscle, but I was wrong. And the truth is, only training does. Only training will grow your muscles. And in this video you will know how and why. Because I used to think that when you're just having good diet, that's all it takes. Because those guys at steroids will tell you that you have to follow it, or you have to proper every calorie matter, every protein, every carb, you have to track everything. But when it comes to training, you just have to train somehow and you will grow your muscles. Now obviously when you're in hands, you can do whatever and you will grow. But as a natural lifter, I will say it again, as a natural lifter, if you want to grow bigger bicep, and I don't have it that big because I didn't pump before this video because it's fucking 8 AM and I have to go to school, but anyways, if you want to have bigger muscle, you have to actually start training properly. And your diet won't fix that. Here's why. Your diet is only something that will help you to grow it, but it's not the stimulus. When you look at the training is actually what will stimulate to your body to grow. So if you're not training, obviously not going to grow, but you cannot expect when you have good diet to grow by out of nowhere. But when you have dialed in training, you have everything in order, you can actually start to see huge improvements. So, to get you actionable steps to know how to train properly and how to actually grow without actually having crazy diets like these fitness influencers does. All they tell you is diet is so important, but when it comes to training, you will see them doing like pull-ups without any weights because they are not progressing. You will see them doing bench press, you will see them doing chest supported exercises, and they're probably doing the same weight over and over again. And it's kind of crazy to see that because it's just they're in the same cycle and they're probably not growing. They're just staying the same. But when it comes to actually training, you have to have these three things dialed in. Now, I'm not going to explain them in a deep, but you have to understand them at the start and at the end. So, the first thing you have to understand is your frequency. Now, most people neglect this because they don't care about frequency and they just think that push-pull legs or bro split is the best split. Now, this is not the truth. Because if you're a natural lifter, especially if you're advanced, if you've been training in a gym for more than 2 or 3 years, that's when the most people just give up or stay the same for the rest of their fitness journey. Now, if you want to break this cycle, you have to follow these few things. Frequency is the first. So frequency is you basically train your muscle more frequent per week. And that will allow your body to actually maintain or actually grow your physique more than regular bro split or push-pull legs. Because you're training your body 2 or 3 or 4 times per week. And that is more than just 1 time per week. Because your body starts losing muscle after 2 or 3 days. That's just a fact. Now you will not lose your whole mass. That's not what I'm saying, don't get me wrong. But you will start losing your body. And you have to give your body every 2 or 3 days a stimulus to keep growing. Because if not, your body doesn't want more muscles, trust me. It just wants to survive. And that's why you have to do it more frequently. Now, this brings to my second point, which is intensity. When you look at other influencers, they will just do sets, just not even trying, literally, they not even trying to be and go there as hard as possible. You'll just see them doing, and it's like going to till mid discomfort. And if you're training like that, I have bad news, but you're not gonna grow. You will stay the same and you will probably never grow. But if you actually want to grow, you have to actually start to going to the failure. If you go to failure every single time, now obviously this is wrong because you have to go to failure only on isolated movements or when you feel like. Now I'm not saying when you feel like that means that, oh, I don't have to go to failure because I don't feel like. No, I mean on compound lifts it is safer to not go to failure but close to failure, but on isolated movements it is way better to just have and go to failure. And if you want that, level of intensity, you have to progress. That brings to my third point, and that is progressive overload. This is the biggest thing because everybody will track their diet, everybody will actually try to calculate every gram of protein, every gram of carb, fat, and then they realize they're not even tracking their lifts. They don't know what weights they did, they don't know what sets they did, and they're just running in the circles. Now, if you don't want to run into those circles and again, just doing the same weight and looking the same, then tracking your workouts is the easiest way to skyrocket your gains. Trust me. When I did my full body workout and I tracked it and I do hard as possible, I skyrocketed my growth. Literally, I grew my biceps 2 centimeters in just 1 month. And that was because I locked in and I do high frequency, low volume to failure with progressive overload. Now, if you want to follow my exact formula, I have it in the link description, and you can follow my exact routine that helped me get shredded and also build muscle at the same time. If you want to, link is down below. So to end this video, you just have to track it. So open a note app and literally write down what sets, how much weight you did on each exercises. It's just that simple. You just don't have to go to buy expensive programs or to just go there and buy some apps that are expensive. No, just open an app or write down on a piece of paper. Doesn't matter if you're OG, just write it on an app and that's it. Just track it and you will know if you're progressing or not. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and see you in the next one.